Good evening, viewers. Welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin. This is Sangeeta Bhattacharjee bringing to you the headlines first. President Murmu addresses concluding session of World Food India 2023 in New Delhi. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh approves maternity, childcare and child adoption leaves for women soldiers, sailors and air warriors in armed forces. Assembly election campaigning ends in Mizoram, polls to be held on Tuesday. India-Malaysia conclude joint military exercise Harimo Shakti 2023 at Umroi in Meghalaya. And in ICC Men's World Cup Cricket, India sets a target of 327 runs for South Africa. And now the details. President of India, Draupadi Murmu, addressed the concluding session of World Food India Summit at New Delhi today. In her address, President Murmu said that India has made remarkable progress in food production in last few years. Murmu said that over the years, the food processing industry has emerged as the sunrise sector in the country.
To the world. This will also prove to be a great platform for micro, small and medium enterprises in this sector to better align themselves with larger domestic and global players. From a business perspective, India offers an exciting opportunity. Its fast-growing economy offers a large market. Moreover, its rich knowledge base of agricultural and food processing offers lesson to our times. I have in mind millers, who said nourished generations and generations.
Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has approved a proposal for an extension of the rules for maternity, childcare and child adoption leaves for women soldiers, sailors and air warriors in the armed forces at par with their officer counterparts. With the issuing of the rules, the grant of such leaves to all women in the military will be equally applicable, whether one is an officer or any other rank. The decision is in line with the Defence Minister's vision of inclusive participation of all women in the armed forces. Irrespective of their ranks, Defence Ministry said the extension of leave rules will go a long way in dealing with women-specific family and social issues relevant to the armed forces. Bhutan King Jigme Namgyal Wangchu concluded his 3-day maiden visit to Assam and left for Delhi from the Rodia Airport in Jorhat today. The royal visitor was given a warm send-off at the airport by the Assam Finance Minister Ajanta Nyok, Jorhat MLA Hitendranath Goswami, senior officials of the state and district administration. Earlier, the king, who had spent Saturday at Kaziranga, was given a farewell at the hotel where he was staying by Forest and Environment Minister Chandramohan Patwari, Agriculture Minister Otul Bora and officials. In Mizoram, campaigning for single-phase assembly elections end this evening. In Mizoram, all 40 constituencies will go to polls on Tuesday and votes will be counted on the 3rd of next month. All three major political parties of the country, including BJP, AAP and Congress, made extensive campaign to woo voters in last 2 weeks. Meanwhile, the Election Commission called upon all political parties to instruct their leaders and campaigners to ensure that they observe the silence period on all forms of media. During the silence period, star campaigners and other political leaders should refrain from addressing the media by way of press conferences and giving interviews on election matters. The campaigning restrictions during the 48-hour silence period shall also apply to the social media space. The joint military exercise between the Indian Army and the Malaysian Army, exercise Harimo Shakti 2023, which began on 23rd October at Foreign Training Node Umroi Camp, concluded today. The exercise is aimed at strengthening military capabilities and enhancing synergy between the two nations. This exercise marks a significant step in their ongoing defense cooperation. This joint exercise focused on reinforcing military capabilities, enhancing synergy, and promoting bilateral military engagement.
Indian Army is proud to be engaging with 27 countries by conducting 39 exercises, that is training exercises, and Umroi Joint Training Node is one of the state-of-the-art institutions which contributes to such training. In 2016, the Indian Army had conceptualized and created an independent and fully integrated JTN at Umroi.
In Manipur, Shiroi village in Ukhrul district of the state has put a complete ban on hunting of wild animals and birds within the jurisdiction of Greater Village. Shiroi has also banned poaching rare and endangered wildlife species and fishing by using explosives and chemicals. Taking to his X handle, Chief Minister N. Biren Singh said, and I quote, "It is a remarkable step towards the conservation of biodiversity and the protection of our precious wildlife," unquote. The second edition of the two-day Autumn Festival, a prelude to the Hornbill Festival, began on Friday at Nagaland House in New Delhi with the presence of Nagaland Tourism and Higher Education Minister Temzan Imna Along and Chief Guest Director General, Ministry of Tourism Manish Saxena. Artists dressed in traditional Naga attires performed during the two-day Autumn Festival 2023 at the Nagaland House. The Nagaland Tourism Minister said that the Autumn Festival is giving a chance to learn about the Nagas, who are the indigenous inhabitants of Nagaland's heritage. Tripura Chief Minister Dr. Manik Saha attended the 16th Convocation of prestigious National Institute of Technology (NIT) Agartala at its campus on Saturday evening. In a social media post, the Chief Minister said, and I quote, "This institute has been maintaining its legacy with the goal to herald excellence in technical education and research since the beginning," unquote. He congratulated the students who have been conferred with various degrees.
Today, when I saw physically or in person this institution, really I am very glad and thankful to the organizers that they have invited me, particularly in this 16th Convocation of NIT. I have something to say before you, and the students who have been conferred with degrees and other masters and all, they will remember this day forever as long as they are in these arts. And you will feel the nostalgic, I am sure. And these days cannot be forgotten. Today is the day we reckon the achievements of the graduating class. Your dedication, resilience and spirit have brought you to this defining moment. This day of commemoration for you would not have been possible without your loving parents. Here parents are also present. I extend thanks to all the parents and guardians for their unwavering support towards achieving this milestone today. On this
Arunachal Pradesh Chief Minister Pema Khandu today felicitated a 20-member team of Har Shikhar Tiranga of Dirang Nimas at Tawang. The team, led by its director Colonel Ranveer Singh Jamwal, created a unique record by contributing to Meri Mati Mera Desh. Taking to his X handle, Khandu said, and I quote, "Team Nimas made a historic contribution. They embarked on an expedition hoisting the Tiranga and collecting Mati from the highest points of all 28 states," unquote. In Manipur, the security forces have been continuing mass search operations in the sensitive areas as a measure to restore normalcy in the state. A combined force of Manipur Police and Assam Rifles recovered arms and ammunition during the search operation conducted last evening in Kangpokpi district. A press release from PRO Assam Rifles said that the combined forces of New Kethalmanbi Police Station and 19th Assam Rifles conducted the operation in the hill ranges near Kotland village under Kangpokpi district. Today is the 12th death anniversary of the late music maestro, the legendary Dr. Bhupen Hazarika, fondly called Hudha Kantha and one of the most revered music artists of the country. People from different walks of life across the nation remember the legendary singer on his death anniversary. In Assam, people across paid their homage to the Bharat Ratna. The Ministry of Information and Broadcasting also paid tribute to the music maestro and shared a 48-second video on X platform. In the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup, the match between India and South Africa is underway at Eden Gardens in Kolkata. India won the toss and elected to bat first. India set a target of 327 runs for South Africa. Virat Kohli continued his rich vein of form in the ongoing World Cup when he brought up his second century of the tournament against the Proteas on his 35th birthday today. Chasing the target, South Africa were 18 for 1 in 6 overs till reports last came in. The Meghalaya government on Friday signed a Memorandum of Understanding MOU with Lulu Group Hypermarket LLC for the export of Q pineapple, Sotran and Khasi mandarin, Sonyamtra. The MOU was signed during the Mega World Food India. The fruits of Meghalaya are highly popular abroad, especially in the Gulf countries. After the signing of the MOU, Minister for Agriculture Amparing Lindo said Meghalaya has taken a significant stride towards connecting farmers with international brands for value addition, ensuring that the state's niche products receive their due recognition in the international market. And now the headlines once again. President Murmu addresses concluding session of World Food India 2023 in New Delhi. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh approves maternity, childcare and child adoption leaves for women soldiers, sailors and air warriors in armed forces. Assembly election campaigning ends in Mizoram, polls to be held on Tuesday. India-Malaysia conclude joint military exercise Harimo Shakti 2023 at Umroi in Meghalaya. And in ICC Men's World Cup Cricket, India sets a target of 327 runs for South Africa. And that brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.